Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. Today's video was the most difficult one to film or the most excited one to film because my wallet is gonna cry after this video. So without further ado, let's begin. So today we're going to talk about all the makeup launches that are coming in this week and next week, okay? So excited for it, so excited. Have no freaking idea how am I gonna buy all these things because I want everything. My wallet is not gonna allow it. So let's start off. The first thing that I'm most excited about is the WhatsApp Beauty Dragon Eye Palette. I don't know what else they're gonna come out with, but the Dragon Eye Palette, they sneak peeked the palette and I was already drooling over it. Obviously, you know the palette. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. You've seen the palette by this time. You've seen the art cover. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has some jewel tones with pink, purple, green. It's just beautiful, and it has like 7 multichromes and 5 mattes is what I think. It retails for $45. I cannot wait for it to release because I am drooling. I've been eyeing WhatsApp Beauty for a long time. I just wanted a perfect color story, which is unique to my collection, and I feel like this, I'm going to get use out of it a lot. See my eye look? That is perfect for me. It launches on November 17th. So keep an eye out on it. I am very excited about this. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is the Bella Beauty Bar Bejeweled palette. We had a sneak peek last week on how this palette is going to look like with the art cover. But now you know, I have the palette. I've already done 3 looks using this palette. This palette was sent to me by them and I have a code with them, which is Smithy Sony. If you are a jewel tone person, you need this. I'll link this video in the eye cards above for you guys. Actually, this is the eye look that I was wearing on my eyes today. I just didn't want the eye look to be repeated. So I just tapped on 2 more shimmers from the Glaminatrix, the Rich Romantic palette. I have the magnetic shade on the outer corners and I have that iridescent fiery red shade in the inner corner. That's the only change that I've gotten. But otherwise, everything else is right up there. I did like several eye looks, like 3 eye looks. The only 2 shades that I've not used is Blue Sapphire and Phantom Quartz, but rest everything I've used. Check that video and see how gorgeous this palette is. The Bejeweled palette also launches on November 17th. Oh my God, November 17th. Mark your calendars. November 17th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By this time, they have not revealed the price. So I exactly don't know how much price it's going to be. But this is a gorgeous jewel tone palette if you were eyeing one. Okay, let's talk about Adept Cosmetics. Adept Cosmetics sneak peeked their Element 115 palette. Oh my goodness. When they sneak peeked the outer cover, I was like, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not into that packaging of like alien packaging. They opened it and it was freaking purple palette and I am into purples. You can see I am so drooling over purples and I feel like everyone who's coming out with a palette this time is doing something blue purple, and purple just strings my heart like no other. My purple heart is so happy, but my wallet is crying so badly. So the Element 115 palette, it's a 15-pan eyeshadow palette. It will retail for $65 and it will be available on Black Friday for pre-order. But I think the original release of this palette is early next year. I can be a little mistaken, but they only said that it'll be open for pre-order on the Black Friday day. So mark your calendars for that. If you are interested, you will absolutely love it. It has 10 multichromes and 5 mattes. My heart is beating so fast, you have no idea. Okay. The next palette, again, another blue, purple, green palette is the Cosmic Beauty, the Winter Wonderland palette. Now, earlier it was known as Cosmic Brushes. Obviously, Cosmic Brushes is no longer now only selling brushes. They're also selling makeup, and which is excelling in the makeup industry. So they're changing their name to Cosmic Beauty. Their Winter Wonderland palette was the first one that was sneak peeked, and I was like, getting it. But there's another palette with me, which is very similar in the color story, and the deeper jewel tones can also be duped by the Bejeweled palette, but this is much more variety to it. I'm making myself realize that I do not need it, but we'll get to it. I'll get to it and I'll show you the palette what I'm talking about. But that palette looks stunning, you guys. And it is just 28 pounds, which I feel like is an amazing price point for an indie palette. I don't think it's a limited edition palette. I might still grab it for like a sale or something. Oh my God. It breaks my heart when I say no to this, because I am eyeing Cosmic Beauty for such a long time and I felt like that palette is going to be just perfect for me. And it is. It is. I feel like I'll use it quite a bit. I'm not going to use it like every day, but that palette still does call out to me. But looking at the list that is in front of me, I don't think that it'll make the list. But again, the Cosmic Beauty, the Winter Wonderland palette will launch on November 17th. Again, 28 pounds. I know a few people who have their code. I know Karen Harris has a code. I know Jessica has a code. I think Heather has a code. Yeah, use their codes, save some money. You'll be happy. I know. I envy you. The next palette that is coming in the market is Wicked Widow Beauty, the Resurrection palette. This palette's artwork is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. It's like a stained glass churches. I'm still not over my cold. My throat hurts a lot when I'm talking, but I'm so excited to talk about it. So let's continue. It's like the stained glass churches with, you know, when it has like different colored glasses on the windows. That's exactly the art cover. Obviously, you're seeing the picture on the screen for you guys. That palette is a huge palette. It's a bigger palette. I do get some PR from Wicked Widow Beauty. I don't think I'm getting this palette just because I feel like it would have come to me if they wanted to send it to me. This palette retails for $78 and it launches on 15th of November. If you are interested in it, mark your calendars. Obviously, this is a little bit more on the pricier side. So make your choices wisely, but it looks like an amazing palette. And I love the Wicked Widow Beauty's formula without a doubt. Unly Cosmetics did sneak peek their Dreamer palette, and this retails for $60 and the pre-orders are actually now open. This palette looks absolutely stunning. If you are like a neutral lover, but you lean to wear a little bit more on like a dusty mauvey tones on your eyes, this has some mauvey tones, some like muted pinks, some gray purples. It is beautiful palette. Beautiful palette. I know I'm going to wear it a ton. But I recently did pick out their Fall Magic palette, which I've not even like used. I just swatched this palette. So this is yet to come. You've obviously, I don't think you've seen the video because I've not recorded it as yet. But I'll show you how this palette looks. Oh my God. I don't know which one I like more. I really don't. I felt like this palette is amazing. I love the color story of this one. But the Dreamer palette would be more wearable, I would say. But I love these shimmers. So pretty, you guys. So pretty. Their formula is absolutely outstanding. So I do not doubt their formula one bit. Very, very excited for that. Again, I'll look out for the Black Friday sale for the Dreamer palette. Let's see. Hopefully, I get into their PR list. Today, actually, Fantasy Cosmetica sneak peek their Lost Library collection. It looks like it has a smaller eyeshadow palette as well as some lipsticks. I do not know how the color story or the palette looks like, so cannot talk about it, but super excited about it. Like the Cosmic Beauty brand, Fantasy Cosmetics is another brand that I've been like eyeing to try. So they're definitely on my radar. And last, certainly not the least, the palette that I want to talk about and I feel like the people are going bananas over is Ensley Rain Cosmetic Lands of Enchantment palette. It is such a beautiful palette. I do have the palette and I'm so thankful for Ensley Rain for sending this out to me. This is how the palette looks. So I'll give you a sneak peek in real life. Obviously, I'm going to record a few looks with this palette. In my time, I'm going to record it tomorrow. But this is how the palette looks. So beautiful, so mythical, so fairy-like. It is so gorgeous. The artwork, the shades that were chosen, it might seem a little lighter on camera. but it does have like the deepening tones to it too. I truly feel that this has some lighter tones, some mid tones, and some deeper tones to just build up your look. But also the shimmers are just stunning. It has so many iridescent shades. These three are iridescent shades. This is a holochrome, this is a holochrome, this is a holochrome, and these are beautiful shifty shadows. Yeah, everything is so very special. This is like a UV light shade. It has some pastel, some deepening shades, some mid-tone shades. Love it. Absolutely loving this. Obviously, I'll play with this, create looks with this. I do have a code with Unly Rain. This palette will retail for $80, and I don't know the date when it is planning to launch. I'll put it on the screen for you guys if the date has already been launched. But I do have a code with them. It's Smithy Sony, and that will save you 10% off. I am coughing so bad. So sorry about it. But yes, that's all for today, guys. I definitely wanted to talk about all these indie makeup releases because I know they are a lot. But also, this is the time when the brands launch their biggest collections. It's like the creme of the creme that they launched this time of the year, and I am here for it. I'm so here for it. But also, let me talk about the Cosmic Brushes, the Winter Wonderland palette. I was talking about this. So the Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland palette, I feel like has similar color story to this, as well as, do you guys remember the Sugar Drizzle All Matte palette? Let me get that for you. So this was the Sugar Drizzle, the mattes palette. If you do have this palette, I feel like the mattes are very close to this. Actually, my friend here, Karen, is the one who actually suggested that, and I feel like it's such a nice comparison. So I am definitely willing to actually combine this palette with the Lands of Enchantment palette and see if I can create a similar color story to the Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland palette, and if I can dupe it or not. If you want to see that video, do give it a thumbs up and do let me know in the comment section below. I'll definitely film it for you guys. And if you did like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.